In the vast, silent expanse of the lunar surface, a team of researchers moved carefully across the dusty gray landscape. The ancient research station, long abandoned, stood as a silent testament to humanity's forgotten past. Ji-hoon Park, a young archaeologist with sharp eyes and an even sharper mind, brushed away decades of accumulated lunar dust from a massive metallic surface. His gloved hand traced the faint outlines of something extraordinary. At first it seemed like just another piece of forgotten equipment, but something felt different. The metal beneath his fingers was unlike anything he had ever touched before. Dr. Yoonji Kim, the team's lead researcher, approached with her scanning equipment, her breath catching in her throat. "Look at these readings," she whispered, her hands moving quickly across the holographic display. The scanner revealed complex quantum signatures that seemed impossibly advanced for their time. The team had discovered something that would change everything they knew about human space exploration. As more of the massive structure was revealed, its true nature became clear. It was a warship. Not just any warship, but something far more significant. The hull was massive, easily the length of 3 commercial space carriers. Intricate design patterns suggested a level of engineering that seemed decades, if not centuries, ahead of their current technology. Ji-hoon carefully cleared more dust, revealing a partially obscured nameplate, USS Prometheus. The letters were weathered but still legible, a ghost from humanity's past reaching out through time. The research team worked with increasing excitement, their movements becoming more deliberate, more careful. Inside the ship, the first exploration team moved cautiously. The internal systems were dark, seemingly dead for generations. But there was something different about this vessel. The air felt charged, as if the ship was merely sleeping, waiting to be awakened. Seung-woo Kang, the team's chief engineer, ran, his hand along a control panel, his technical expertise searching for any sign of life. "This is impossible," he muttered, more to himself than to his colleagues. The quantum interfaces were unlike anything he had ever seen. Complex circuitry that seemed to pulse with potential energy, waiting to be activated. The ship's design suggested a level of technological advancement that should have been impossible for its time. Dr. Yoonji Kim documented everything. Her hands moved rapidly, capturing every detail, every mysterious component. The Lunar Research Station, once a forgotten outpost, was now the site of what could be the most significant discovery in human space exploration history. As night fell across the lunar landscape, the team set up more comprehensive scanning equipment. The ship seemed to watch them, silent but somehow present. Hyejin Lee, the AI specialist, began the delicate process of attempting to interface with the ship's ancient computer systems. The discovery raised more questions than answers. How could such an advanced vessel have been forgotten? What missions had it been designed for? The team knew they were standing on the edge of something monumental, a secret that could potentially change humanity's understanding of its own technological history. Ji-hoon looked out the research station's window, watching the Earth hanging like a blue marble in the black vastness of space. Something told him that this discovery was more than just another archaeological find. The USS Prometheus felt like a promise, a reminder of humanity's potential, waiting to be unleashed. As the team prepared for a full-scale investigation, none of them could have imagined the incredible journey that was about to unfold. The ancient warship held secrets that would soon reshape everything they understood about human capability, about technology, about their place in the universe. The lunar dust continued to settle around the massive vessel, a silent witness to a discovery that would soon change everything. The research facility buzzed with electrical energy as Seung-woo Kang carefully connected the first power interface to the ancient warship systems. His hands moved slowly, deliberately, knowing that one wrong move could destroy the most significant technological discovery in human history. The quantum circuits were complex beyond imagination. Each connection revealed layers of technological complexity that seemed to defy contemporary understanding. Hyejin Lee watched her monitoring equipment, her eyes wide with anticipation. The ship's internal systems began to pulse with a soft blue light, like a heartbeat awakening after centuries of sleep. "Something's happening," Shengwu whispered, his voice a mixture of excitement and fear. The control panels around him started to flicker, ancient symbols and interface designs materializing like ghosts from another time. The quantum drive, a technology that was supposedly theoretical, was showing signs of potential activation. Dr. Yoonji Kim entered the main research chamber, her protective suit reflecting the soft blue light. The USS Prometheus was transforming before their eyes. What had been a dormant piece of metal was now becoming something alive, something aware. The ship's internal temperature began to stabilize, environmental systems activating with precision. That seemed impossible for a vessel so old. Suddenly, a holographic interface erupted in the center of the research chamber. Complex data streams, star charts, and technological schematics filled the space. The team stood frozen, watching as decades of forgotten technological knowledge began to unfold before them. The ship's AI system, which they would later name ARIA, Advanced Responsive Intelligence Algorithm, began to communicate. Not through voice, but through direct data transmission. Technical specifications, mission logs, and weapon system details flooded their research terminals. Each piece of information was more incredible than the last. Shengwu realized they were looking at technology that was generations ahead of current human capabilities. The quantum weapon systems could potentially neutralize entire planetary defense networks. The adaptive shield technology suggested a level of protective engineering that seemed more like science fiction than reality. Yejin worked frantically, translating and documenting the incoming data. Mission logs revealed that the USS Prometheus was part of an experimental interstellar defense program from the early 22nd century. It was designed as a last resort vessel capable of defending human colonies in case of significant external threats. The ship's quantum drive was its most remarkable feature. Unlike current propulsion systems that took weeks or months to travel between star systems, this drive could potentially complete such journeys in hours. It used quantum entanglement principles that current scientists had only theorized about. As hours passed, the research team worked without rest. Each system they activated revealed more incredible technological secrets. The ship's weapon systems were not just powerful, they were intelligent. Adaptive combat algorithms that could predict and counter enemy strategies with mathematical precision. Dr. Yoonji realized they were looking at more than just a technological discovery. This was a message from humanity's past, a reminder of technological potential that had been forgotten or deliberately hidden. The USS Prometheus was proof that human beings were capable of extraordinary technological achievements. The AI system, ARIA, began to provide contextual information about its original mission. Designed during a period of global technological acceleration, the ship represented humanity's most advanced technological achievement. It was a guardian, a protector created during a time of significant interstellar tension. Seungwoo looked at Hyejin, both understanding the incredible responsibility they now carried. They weren't just researchers anymore. They were the custodians of a technological legacy that could change everything humanity understood about its own potential. As the lunar research facility continued to pulse with the ship's awakening energy, something became clear. The USS Prometheus was more than a technological artifact. It was a weapon, a promise, and a message from humanity's past, waiting to be unleashed. The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Jae-sung Park stepped forward. His crisp diplomatic uniform contrasted sharply with the diverse alien representatives surrounding him. The massive holographic display behind him showed detailed schematics of the USS Prometheus, each technological detail more impressive than the last. "We have discovered a technological asset," Jae-sung began, his voice calm and measured, "that can potentially change the balance of galactic defense." The alien delegates shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Representatives from the Orion Confederation, the Sirius Collective, and the Centauri Alliance looked at each other with growing tension. The Zorn Collective's invasion forces were advancing. Multiple star systems had already fallen. Planetary defenses were crumbling, and hope was becoming increasingly rare. But here was humanity, presenting a solution that seemed almost too incredible to be true. Ambassador Kira of the Sirius Collective spoke first. Her tentacle-like appendages moved nervously as she addressed the council. One ancient human warship cannot stop an entire invasion force, she challenged, her translator rendering her words with clinical precision. Jae-sung activated the holographic display. Detailed combat simulations began to play out. The USS Prometheus moved through battle scenarios with impossible grace. Weapon systems that defied current technological understanding neutralized entire fleets in moments. The alien representatives watched in stunned silence. "This is not just a warship," Jae-sung explained. "This is a technological time capsule from humanity's most advanced period of interstellar development." He highlighted the quantum drive capabilities, the adaptive shield systems, the intelligent combat algorithms that could predict and counter enemy strategies faster than any known technological system. The diplomatic tension was palpable. Some alien representatives saw an opportunity. Others saw a potential threat. Humanity had always been an unpredictable species, technologically promising, but often viewed with suspicion by the older galactic civilizations. Ambassador Relic from the Orion Confederation raised a critical point. Why was this technology hidden? Why was such an advanced vessel never deployed during previous galactic conflicts? The question hung in the air, challenging and provocative. Jae-sung had anticipated this question. He presented recovered mission logs showing the experimental nature of the USS Prometheus. It was a prototype, a technological experiment that was kept secret due to its potentially destabilizing capabilities. The ship represented a quantum leap in military technology that could upset existing galactic power structures. The Zorn Collective's invasion continued. Reports streamed in of more fallen colonies, more destroyed defense networks. The urgency of the situation became increasingly clear. Every moment of diplomatic debate meant more lives lost, more systems destroyed. "We are not asking for permission," Jae-sung said finally, his tone shifting from diplomatic to something more resolute. "We are informing the Council of our intention to deploy the USS Prometheus. The threat is immediate, and humanity will defend not just itself, but all peaceful civilizations." The alien representatives understood the subtext. This was not a request. This was a declaration of humanity's technological coming of age. The USS Prometheus represented more than a weapon. It was a statement of human capability, of potential, of a technological legacy that had been waiting to be unleashed. Ambassador Kira was the first to speak. "And if this vessel fails, if this technology proves insufficient?" Her question was a challenge, a final test of human resolve. Jae-sung's response was simple and direct. "Then humanity will face the consequences. But we will not stand idle while civilizations are destroyed." The Galactic Council's debate continued, but the decision was already made. The USS Prometheus would be deployed. Humanity was about to show the galaxy exactly what it was capable of. As Jae-sung left the council chamber, he knew that everything was about to change. The ancient warship was more than a weapon. It was a message, a promise, a revelation of human potential that would reshape galactic history forever. Space erupted in a brilliant display of quantum energy. The USS Prometheus moved with a grace that defied conventional understanding of spacecraft movement. Its quantum drive pulsed with an otherworldly blue light, cutting through the darkness like a blade of pure technological precision. Hyun-Ki Choi sat at the ship's primary control station, his fingers dancing across quantum-responsive interfaces. The ship's AI, area, processed battle scenarios faster than entire alien command centers combined. Each movement was calculated, each weapon response a mathematical perfection of defensive and offensive strategy. The Zorn invasion fleet appeared, massive, hundreds of ships stretching across multiple star sectors. Their battle formations had destroyed countless planetary defenses, crushed multiple galactic defense networks. They looked unstoppable, until the USS Prometheus entered the battlefield. First contact happened in less than 3 seconds. The Zorn's primary battleship, a massive construct twice the size of standard galactic carriers, fired its primary weapon. Before the energy beam could travel half its intended distance, the Prometheus's adaptive shield system not only absorbed the attack, but transformed the energy into a counterstrike. "Target locked," Hyun-Ki announced calmly. His voice carried no excitement, no fear, just pure professional precision. Arya's quantum combat algorithms were rewriting battlefield mathematics in real time. The ship's quantum weapons were unlike anything the Zorn had ever encountered. Each blast didn't just destroy, it systematically dismantled molecular structures, turning entire battleships into cosmic dust within milliseconds. The Zorn fleet, which had conquered dozens of star systems, suddenly found itself facing a technological opponent that operated on an entirely different level of warfare. Tactical displays showed the impossible happening. The USS Prometheus wasn't just defending, it was strategically dismantling the entire invasion force with clinical efficiency. Entire battle groups disappeared from sensors, neutralized before they could even comprehend the threat. Aboard the Zorn command ship, panic began to spread. Their most advanced targeting systems couldn't lock onto the human vessel. It moved with quantum unpredictability, appearing and disappearing across battle vectors that defied traditional combat physics. "Impossible," muttered the Zorn fleet commander, watching his tactical displays collapse. Entire attack formations were being erased faster than they could be implemented. The USS Prometheus wasn't just fighting, it was teaching a masterclass in technological warfare. Hyejin Lee monitored the quantum drive's performance. The ship was operating at levels that exceeded even their most optimistic simulations. Its adaptive systems were learning, evolving with each passing moment of combat. What had started as a defensive system was now becoming something far more profound, a living, thinking weapon of unprecedented capability. The battle lasted less than 3 standard hours. Where the Zorn invasion force had expected total victory, they found complete annihilation. Not a single human colony was lost. Not a single defensive network breached. The USS Prometheus had single-handedly stopped an invasion that would have destroyed multiple star systems. Communication channels across the galaxy went silent. Then they erupted with disbelief, with wonder, with a new understanding of human potential. The ancient warship had done more than win a battle. It had fundamentally changed how everyone understood technological warfare. Hyun-Ki looked at the tactical displays. Perfect mission completion, 0 human casualties, total neutralization of the invasion force. Arya's quantum algorithms had transformed theoretical combat strategies into a new reality of interstellar defense. As the last Zorn ships transformed into cosmic dust, the USS Prometheus moved with a grace that seemed almost contemplative. It wasn't just a weapon. It was a message, a promise, a demonstration of what humanity could achieve when its most advanced technological dreams were finally unleashed. The battle was over. But humanity's true journey was just beginning. The Galactic Council chamber was silent. Holographic displays showed the complete destruction of the Zorn invasion force, with the USS Prometheus standing as the singular instrument of their defeat. Dr. Yoonji Kim presented the recovered logs, her hands steady, her voice calm and precise. "What you're seeing is not just a military victory," she explained. "This is a revelation of human technological potential that has been hidden for generations." The alien representatives leaned forward, their various physiological responses showing a mix of shock, fear, and grudging respect. The logs revealed something far more profound than a simple weapon system. The USS Prometheus was part of a forgotten human initiative from the early 22nd century, a secret program designed to protect humanity's interstellar colonies. Technology so advanced that it had been deliberately hidden, sealed away to prevent potential galactic destabilization. Jae-Sung Park stood beside her, watching the reactions. The diplomatic landscape was changing in real time. Civilizations that had long viewed humans as a young, unpredictable species were now forced to reconsider everything they thought they knew. Arya, the ship's AI, began transmitting additional, contextual information. Mission logs showed that the USS Prometheus was just one of several such vessels, technological time capsules waiting to be discovered. Each represented a quantum leap in scientific understanding that had been deliberately kept secret. The recovered data painted a stunning picture. Humanity had developed technologies generations ahead of current understanding. quantum communication systems that could transmit information across entire star systems instantaneously, adaptive shield technologies that could neutralize entire planetary defense networks, combat algorithms that made traditional military strategies look like children's games. Why was this hidden? Asked Ambassador Kira from the Sirius Collective, her tentacle-like appendages moving with nervous energy. Xiongwu Kang, the lead engineer, provided the answer. Protection, he said simply. Not just of humanity, but of the entire galactic ecosystem. This level of technology could have destabilized existing power structures if released prematurely. The implications were staggering. The USS Prometheus wasn't just a weapon. It was proof that humanity had capabilities far beyond what anyone had imagined. Technological potential that had been waiting, patient and silent, for the right moment to be unleashed. He-Jin Lee continued presenting the technical details. The quantum drive could potentially reduce interstellar travel times from years to hours. The adaptive combat systems could predict and neutralize threats before they even fully formed. It was technology that rewrote the fundamental understanding of space warfare. The Zorn invasion had become more than a military conflict. It had become a moment of revelation. Humanity was no longer just another developing species. They were a technological power that had been waiting, watching, preparing. As the presentations continued, the mood in the Galactic Council shifted. Fear mixed with respect. Suspicion transformed into a grudging acknowledgement of human potential. The USS Prometheus had done more than win a battle. It had fundamentally changed the galactic understanding of human capability. "This changes everything," muttered Ambassador Relic from the Orion Confederation. His translator captured the mix of awe and concern in his voice. Dr. Yoonji Kim allowed herself a small smile. The logs revealed something even more incredible. This was just the beginning. The USS Prometheus was one of several such vessels, technological time capsules waiting to be discovered. Humanity's true potential was still largely unknown. As the ITO Council continued its deliberations, one thing became clear: the galaxy would never be the same again. The ancient warship had not just defended humanity, it had announced humanity's arrival as a true technological power. The revelation was complete. The future had arrived, carried on the quantum engines of a forgotten warship waiting silently to change everything.